was thinking, here in 1947 in Roswell, New Mexico, an alleged UFO crashed and these little gray aliens were seen. Now, if you're talking about a government conspiracy, to me it makes more sense that these so-called aliens are actually the product of genetic engineering experimentation gone wrong rather than little green men from other planets. The Raelians, the International Raelian Association or movement, years ago started getting into genetic manipulation and cloning because they believe that the planet Earth was discovered by outcast scientists from another planet who were kicked off of their planet for doing genetic experimentation. And I read that, and then I figured, well, wait a minute, maybe these guys are onto something. Maybe the first book of the Bible should actually be Noah's Ark, where Noah is a captain of a spacecraft, and in the spacecraft were all these dissident scientists, and the animals 2 by 2 could actually be the DNA of animals from their planet that they created life forms here. Now, years ago that would have been looked at as a woo-woo factor, but I believe today with what we know and what we can only theorize that science is doing, that this may in fact be a possibility.
Well, it is an interesting, a lot of times if you look at the Bible, many of the Bible passages are very allegorical, very metaphorical. So again, an ark was, carrying, obviously physically you couldn't carry all the animals 2 by 2, no matter how many cubits that ark was. But considering the frozen zoo that was at the Acres facility, where within just a small room and a bank of liquid nitrogen tanks, they're storing hundreds of species within one tank. So that does make a certain amount of sense that maybe that is an allegory for spaceship, where they do have the genetic storage of all these different species.
James, as always, it is so great talking to you. Again, congratulations on your new book. Tell our listeners where they can get copies.
Any stores, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Borders, Costco, it's pretty much everywhere.
And for more information on James Rollins and the other great books he's written, www.jamesrollins.com. That's www.jamesrollins.com. James, what now? What other projects are you working on?
I'm just have the second book in my children's book series comes out in April, and then I have another one of my Sigma 4 series coming out in the summer.
James, as always, we look forward to having you on the show, and I'll send you copies of the emails that the listeners send us on genetic manipulation.
Thank you.
You take care of yourself. Thanks very much for joining us. Exo Nation, James Rollins has been our guest this hour, www.jamesrollins.com. We were talking about James' new book, Altar of Eden. It was just released on December the 29th. It's available at all online bookstores as well as your local favorite bookstore. And if they don't have it, tell them to get it. I'll be back on the other side of this news break as the X Zone continues live and around the world from our studios in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada on the all-new X Zone Broadcast Network and Talkstar. Don't go away.